If you are on the Blum airdrop, please pay attention to this video right now. I want to give my thoughts on the current updates on the Blum airdrop, and not only that, the CMO, that is a co-founder, the person of Vladimir, the arrest and the ongoing investigation. Let's discuss all of this briefly in this very video. If you come to the Blum community on Telegram, you see this very last post is very important. Although it does not carry a lot, but it sends a lot of message, okay? The first thing here is the TGE. If you read this post carefully, you see we have been receiving many questions about TGE. We are currently in active discussions with exchanges, investors, and other stakeholders to determine the best path forward in light of the recent developments. All potential implications are being reviewed in coordination with our legal advisor. And then the most important thing about this video is this very part. To clarify, Blum is not in a position to comment on the ongoing investigation concerning Vladimir. We respect his decision to step down as CMO in the best interest of the company. Our priority remains building and delivering value to our users and community. We will share further updates as soon as we are ready. Thank you for your continued support. My first reaction to this very post is the TGE, okay? Now, the TGE will come, maybe probably, nobody knows when it's going to come again, because I'm not that very sure about it coming this month, and probably next month as expected. It can come next month, but right now my morale has dropped by 90%, okay, on the Blum airdrop, and that is what I am now looking at. The TGE may delay, that most likely may delay. That is what I deduce from this very post right here, okay? If TGE delays, then it means a lot of drawback for miners like you and myself, and also investors. The next thing is this ongoing investigation on their CMO, which is very important. Now, they can't say that they can't comment anything, okay? Because if you have someone of integrity in your team, or if you bring in someone of integrity, or if your CMO is a person of integrity, at least you should make a comment, okay, to the community. However, them not making a comment does not really show sign of credibility to me. This is my personal opinion. And this investigation I've started yesterday, and I'm going to show you something on the price action that actually proved that the investigation is not a good one, okay? And then this very post, this very section points to the fact that this investigation is a serious one. That is number one. And secondly, they don't want to put their mouth into this matter. That is what I sense from this very post right here, this very section. So if you look at it another way around, that somebody like CZ have been arrested before, and based on charges, he was convicted and some stuff like that, spent maybe some months in prison, and then he came out and some stuff like that. Will it be the same with this guy in Russia, in the hands of the Russian government? I don't think so, okay? It may be a slightly different case, okay? I'm not saying he's going to prison or some stuff like that, but it's an investigation that can lead to anything, okay? Anything can come out of the investigation. And the charges of fraud and some stuff like that is not a small charge, especially in a country like Russia. So this is what we need to pay attention to right now in all of this drama that is now playing out concerning the Blum airdrop. So if you come back to the Blum token on pre-market, I told you guys that market is going to go back down and then move upward. If you notice, this was on Saturday, okay? Market started moving upward, and then when that news broke out yesterday, Sunday, discovered that this very candle, I'm on the 1-day chart right here to be very precise, okay? And I am on gate.io, so you can check that out yourself. Market begin to come back down because of that information. Normally, all things being equal, market's supposed to continue moving upward. What I am looking at now is very, very different because of this ongoing investigation. Market have likelihood of coming all the way to the downside below this very support that was just created last week. And this is what you have to pay attention to right now. So here is my take on all of this stuff that is ongoing with the Bloom airdrop. If you look at it, the Bloom team is now saying that it's in the best interest of the community for the CMO to step down, which is also good as well, in my opinion. But I don't think we should put any hope on this very airdrop anymore. Personally, I was still expecting maybe they will do well in the future, not at listing. That is, if the team begin to work on the decks and then bring out other stuff, innovation. I was looking at the token doing well in the future. Okay, don't get me wrong, hear me out. I was looking at the token doing well in the future, not immediately at listing, because some of these tokens will not do well at listing. That's just the truth. Okay, but with time and with what they are building, it will climb up, and especially in the heat of the bull market, it will also climb up. But with this recent development, with what we are seeing right now, this very update confirmed that we need to wait for maybe further updates on TGE and some stuff like that. It means that we should further bring back down our expectation on the Bloom airdrop. So if our expectation was about 20%, okay, Bloom will do well 20%, then now bring your expectation right down to like 5%, okay? Just 5%. That is what I'm giving right now. And crypto is not an easy space, okay? So for you to make money in crypto, you have to be patient, you have to be resilient. And sometimes it's not the way you think it's to be. That is how it's going to play out. Sometimes you do your due diligence, do everything that you need to do, it will still come back down. It will not still favor you. That is what this space is all about. And that is why you always risk what you can afford to lose and still do your research. So this is what I am now looking at on the Bloom airdrop, guys. Bring down your expectation. If it is already down, bring it further down, because I don't think anything juicy is going to come out. And this is what I am also doing as well, bringing my expectation down because of this recent development concerning this investigation on Vladimir, which is not a good thing in my opinion. Consider supporting this channel by leaving a like for this video, subscribe if you have not, and turn on the bell notification for more crypto videos like this one. Also check the channel for other crypto content. Join our Telegram channel, link in the description of this very video, and also in the pinned comment for more crypto videos and crypto updates and on-chain data. Thanks for your support.